Hello there. We're just gonna. Oh yeah, I need to apologize. First of all, I was away. I didn't make videos for 2 days, and I think that's unforgivable. So, but I need to explain why. So I'm gonna show you why I wasn't there for 2 days, and I'm sure lots of people are, are not doing very well because of it. I'm very, very, very sorry. I'm sincerely sorry. I'm really sorry. But I want to show you why this happened. So this is what happened.
There are other places astronomy can exist. There's no place else for us.
We have nothing against the science or against a telescope. It could be anything that they're building on top of the mountain.
Our religion is very environmentally connected. You need to know your environment really well. Those are our akua, or our gods.
See, so what she's saying is that the akua were keeping me away from making videos. Let me show you why.
Our gods are living, touching elemental forms that are the land, that are the mist, the rains. Kahopuakani, Waihuakani, Kapiku Kapu o Waiyau. Then you have the lili noise, the le'ohus and all the mist forms, and the kilihunes, the kilinahes that really are prevalent and embrace this land.
Okay, well, she makes some really good points, but she failed to mention, and I need to point this out, the poo-poo shitters, the throw-up vomiters, the diarrhea constipationers, the rectum fillers, the mountaineers of Jerusalem, and of course Donald Trump. Donald Trump is, by the way, Donald Trump is one of the most important gods of Hawaii, and he's the one who created the sea and the land, and then J.D. Vance and the LGBTQ. They made the Aloha Tower shopping center.
A large cathedral up there, or an actual building that says that this place is sacred, doesn't mean that it's less sacred. We need to leave things just be.
Be? She mentioned be. So, these people are way smarter than I am. So I just want to say that. They're way smarter than me, and they know a lot more about this. But I know that the main reason that you want to keep the mountain empty, and well, let me show you.
Can't see anybody building anything on Mount Fuji. So why is it happening constantly on our islands?
The TMT was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Every single telescope that came up, they told us that was the last one. There's 13 up there now. They never kept one promise.
So let me show you something here. See, all of these telescopes, they've basically destroyed Hawaii. I've been suffering for 2 days because the poison after effects from these telescopes. The poison after effects have been destroying my body and my mind. And I can't function. And you don't understand. It's so poisonous. Look at how horrible these telescopes are, how they poison and destroy everything they come in contact with. And now this plateau, where all the gods like Donald Trump and Walmart and Costco and Starbucks and Israel and Palestine and Ukraine and Russia, they're all up there. And they've ruined everything. And the telescopes have taken away the only thing Native Hawaiians have, which is, you know, an empty mountain with nothing on it. And now that they put the telescopes up here, now there's telescopes on it. And it's just horrible. It's just so horrible, and it hurts my body and brain, and I can't... So I couldn't sleep for 2 days. I couldn't make videos. I couldn't do anything. I did make 2 drawings, though. But that's easy to make. Videos are hard to make. A left field, by the way. Not the
Shen
right.
Yun brings 5,000 years of culture to the world stage.
Well, thank you, commercial.
Since July 15th, Native Hawaiian protesters have formed something of a community of resistance on Mauna Kea.
Yes.
To stop construction of the 30-meter telescope,
Yeah,
which
that's the worst
everyone
one.
just calls the TMT,
Yeah.
from being built on the summit of this dormant sacred volcano.
That's the worst one.
We knew that construction trucks
I
were
went
coming.
Wait, I went to school with her in
And that's
in Antarctica.
when we went from 30 to possibly 3,000
Ant.
in a parking lot,
cold
in a
ant
lava
school.
field. The only access up to Mauna Kea that the equipment can take. So we've been here for 17 days now.
Please don't think that you can stay up past 10 and make big noise. There are keiki and kupuna everywhere that we all need to hear moi. What if they come in the middle of the night? We're getting kind of relaxed here, aren't we? You know, they could come at any time. They might not, and they probably won't. But we are here to protect the Mauna. This is not our pa'ina.
Exactly, thank you, exactly. We need to protect the Mauna and the Ka'ea and the Bana'oia and say Mahataha and Badabadida. And I was there, and we protected the empty mountain, but they still brought up telescope people, and it was a real fight. We had to fight them. We had to stand in front of their cars, and we had to fight the the telescopes and the computers, and I mean, just look at Hawaii. It's almost destroyed because of the telescopes, and certainly not any of the stuff like Starbucks or Walmart. Just the telescopes on an empty mountain.
Our camping trip.
So, what is the 30-meter telescope, and why Mauna Kea?
Mauna Kea is the best place in the Northern Hemisphere, if not the world, for studying the universe, and there's no doubt about that. You know, this is a 30-meter telescope. The size of its mirror is 10 times the size of the Hubble Space Telescope. It is, designed to look for the conditions of life around over 2,000 planets around stars like our sun in the vicinity. So answering a fundamental question of where did we come from? Are we alone?
Oh God, I hate these intellectual people and their damn fucking questions. Of course we're alone. There's nothing else. There's nothing else in the universe. Absolutely nothing. If you look out into the sky, there's nothing out there. There's nothing. It's just nothing. There's nothing. We're all alone. It's just us. So I'm so sick of people spending money on science and trying to figure things out. We know everything. There's nothing to learn. We need to just leave the land alone so that it doesn't do anything. But we didn't. We put telescopes on it, and now the land is destroying and killing us and ruining our lives.
Just to get this out of the way, no one actually knows what's going to happen with the TMT project. In the meantime, Hawaiian celebrities.
Oh my God! It's my favorite. It's Hawaiian celebrity Jason Mamoa. Oh my God, he's my hero.
We are not going anywhere.
Yes, he didn't. By the way, he didn't go anywhere. He didn't go anywhere because there's nowhere to go. There's nothing out there in the sky or anywhere. There's nothing. There's nothing at all. We're all alone. There's nothing. Don't tell. There's nothing. By the way, he went back home, but he did. So I guess I don't know. I don't know what that tells you.
And more or less, the loudest voices in this, those positions.
He's not going anywhere. Okay, but he left.
We are determined to be here for as long as it takes.
Well, Mauna Kea remains our preferred choice to build TMT, and we have followed a process for 10 years in order to get the right to do so. So, that's our hope and expectation we will. We are excited, I guess, or we are thankful that these greater conversations are happening, and we look forward to
destroying the mountain and destroying us people, the people who had an empty mountain, and now we have an empty mountain with 13 telescopes on it, and now it's going to kill everyone.
Maybe Hawaii being a beacon for the
world.
Does
he care about that?
So
I'm dying.
I always want to build this.
I couldn't even put YouTube videos on YouTube for 2 days because I was in so much pain from thinking about the telescopes.
Telescope to look back in time into the origins of the universe.
There's nothing. The universe is nothing. There's nothing there.
And in a way, those are the exact same discussions that protesters are having.
Yes, we did.
So Papahuilani is the house of knowledge for everything up in the sky.
Okay, she's almost there. Papahuilani is more like the sink in the sandcastle, or maybe you might say the toilet in the bathtub, or you could say even in the front yard where the patio is and the barbecue. That's where Pa'i'oani is, with also the used and discarded water bottles from 10 years ago that were stuck in the back corner of the kitchen.
If you're a Hawaiian, you really end up becoming an educator half the time, because we're always having to justify why we're doing what we're doing.
That's right.
And then you also end up becoming a social worker too as well, because we do have generational trauma that we have to work through.
Yep, that's what I have. That's all I have is generational trauma. That's all I ever have, and that's why whenever I think about people trying to think about things, it makes me so angry, because it's not possible. You can't think about things. There's nothing to think about. Everything's been discovered. We don't need to learn about anything. We just need to leave everything alone.
My Hawaiian culture, it skipped my generation. So I didn't learn the language. I barely knew the history and everything.
See, that's exactly what I am. I don't know anything. I'm not educated. I don't know history. I don't know nothing. I just want to be left alone. It's not right that we're thinking so much. It makes me angry that we have to think. We shouldn't be thinking. We shouldn't be exercising. We should eat as much as we possibly can, like she does.
So coming up here and seeing our morning protocols and having my kids.
Look at her, so healthy. She's very healthy.
Our temple. It's overwhelming.
The temple, the body temple. Just keep eating. And don't think. Don't ever question anything. It's not good for you. It makes you into a Satanist and a violent person if you think about things that aren't, there's nothing to think about. Just let everything be what it is. So you could just go up on the mountain and block the roads.
But something that I really, really believe that my kids need to be a part of, because it's for them.
Yes.
The next generation.
Exactly. Just bring them up there without any education.
About the 30-meter telescope. It's about a unification of a people over the most sacred.
Exactly. This has nothing to do with the telescope. It's more about some vague anger or resentment that I have that I've never addressed in my life because I'm too lazy and stupid to actually address anything at all. And so I'm going to block a road to telescopes because I can't get education because I'm too stupid. Or no, that's not true. I just can't think. And these people who do think, they're ruining us because we're not allowed to just be. Bzz.
It's hard to estimate, but academic consensus is that there was about 400,000 native
Actually, it is. You don't need to estimate. I know the exact number. There were actually 75 trillion Hawaiians, and now there's basically 15. That's it. I'm one of those native
Hawaiians. At the time
Hawaiians.
that James Cook arrived in 1778,
and James Cook does
within
so hard.
Decades, the majority of those people were wiped out through disease.
Yeah.
And many elements of
disease. Basically, it was COVID-19. They brought COVID-19. We didn't have the protocols. We didn't have the masks because we didn't have the Democrats at that time to tell us how to think and what to do with our health. And we were run by the Republicans, and so the Republicans told us, "Oh, you can't. You should question the vaccines. It might be bad for you." And then we all died from COVID-19 because we didn't wear the mask and stay indoors and do things through a teleconference. And this was back in the Native Hawaiian time. So it's so sad that they killed us.
But one of the more interesting things that did survive was the Kumalipo.
But we still have 15 people.
An oral chant over 2,000 lines long
that
oral,
explains
the connection
oral is
between
good.
the
Yeah,
universe
oral is good. I do
below,
oral.
And how Mauna Kea,
I do oral all the time. Not gay.
From the base of the ocean, is the meeting point.
There it is. See, look at that. Look at that. Look at all that. They're destroying. They're gonna put a telescope here and here. And then we won't be able to live. We'll just be all the rest of the Hawaiians will be absolutely eliminated by COVID-19 and bulimia and botulism and AIDS and
so we spoke with
the
Larry
Black
Kamora,
Plague.
Oftentimes called the grandfather of Hawaiian language revitalization.
That was the guy who sold me the car at Honda Windward.
Found in part through Mauna Kea's observatories. And
good cars.
He also has an unpublished
Camry,
translation of the prelude to the Kumalipo. This is how the Hawaiian origin chant begins.
Okeau I kahuli vela kahonoa. When fundamental space altered through heat.
Hold on. He did. This Native Hawaiian translation is wrong.
Mental space.
I'm a Native Hawaiian person, so I know how
to the Kumalipo. This is how the Hawaiian origin chant begins.
So what he's saying is, kill the poop. The poop is bad. Poop is smelly. Poop is good for you sometimes. So put the poop on your
The first
armpits.
line in Larry's translation is a fundamental space altered by heat.
Okay, that's not true.
So every astronomer out there.
That's not true.
That.
The first line is, if poop is bad sometimes, but when it's good, then you smear it on you smear on your armpits for good luck.
Big bang.
Absolute intense darkness. It is simply.
Okay, he's translating it wrong too, and he's the expert. This is so bad.
Very profound information that would have taken very brilliant people years probably to put everything together to make sense to themselves. How this great question about where we come from and how this space here has come to be.
That's not a question. It's already been answered. We were put on Earth by the Republicans, and then we were free to make capitalist decisions, and then the Democrats came and told us that we need Kamala Harris. And so I was like, yeah, we do. And I was like campaigning, and I was so happy. And then Kamala said, I'm gonna lose. And then Donald Trump came in, and that's it. That's how it was created. So now that's it. We get Donald Trump.
It's a common question
and Elon Musk.
It certainly was for our people.
caught in the middle of this are the international scientists
who
work for the 13 observatories already on the mountain.
These telescopes remain the most productive set of astronomical telescopes.
Oh, shut up! You don't know what you're talking about, you scumbag! You're ruining the empty mountain. He's destroying Hawaiian heritage and culture. The native Hawaiians all lived on that mountain, the empty mountain with nothing on it. That's why they were so strong. They didn't eat anything. They didn't drink anything. They barely had any air, because they all just stayed up there with nothing. But now you put telescopes on. Now native Hawaiians don't have anywhere to go.
It's in the world. And
it's so arrogant and
really
deceptive.
Not able to work.
Oh, you can't use the computers.
We are at the moment sort of collateral damage in a dispute that is really much broader than about astronomy.
Oh, shut up. Don't say you're so smart.
To do our jobs.
What about the gods, Pulanino and Malanina and Mumamimo and Pipa Pipa? What about them? And Pulanino They don't forget. They don't remember them. Jennifer.
Up, on a daily basis.
Boy, she says a lot.
Introducing
Jennifer sure says a lot.
Plus two-stage snowblower.
Oh, good. This is a good snow. By the way, I love this snow
from the
blower.
number one.
I use it.
So to get through that initial crowd,
get through the initial crowd.
Communicate an urgent, critical need, the number of cars and people that would go up. We pass that message through law enforcement, which gets passed to protesters.
And then it gets passed to the Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Kamala Harris. Because Kamala Harris still gets messages because she lost, and so she has to do something, right?
What we do here,
she helps Native Hawaiians,
school kids' textbooks, and that's why a lot of us are here.
But that's the problem.
We are local people. We were born and raised in Hawaii.
Why do we need textbooks if there's nothing to learn? We don't need to learn. We just have to consume products and be happy.
We work for the observatories, and so, we have to contend with being part of the astronomy community, but also being part of our local community, and so it's not fun. Yeah.
Well, it is, though. You could be part of both communities and argue between both communities, and then you can just have a constant anger and hatred towards both of the communities, and then your life is always exciting, full of drama, excitement, and you can make a YouTube video about that as an excuse for not making videos for 2 days.
This isn't a culture versus science issue.
Not at
this
all.
isn't.
Oh yeah, it is.
Telescope.
It's also it's a culture, science, and also celebrity gossip and
for the
politics.
Past,
and race.
It's
a racial issue.
It's like a
religious issue.
It's my personal opinion that a lot of it is kind of misdirected. I wish it wasn't so much stress in the astronomy community, because I do feel like we're doing good work. And I do feel that we're being
poisoning the environment with telescope stuff.
Even
remember how much there's so much people forget. There's lots of telescopes spew so much information into the atmosphere that all the people start questioning their reality, and then everything gets ruined. All the established traditions get ruined by these people who think about things and question things, and then they come to a conclusion that what was thought of before was wrong, and then it ruins everything that we built up, because now we have to think again. And it makes me so angry that these people are making me question things and think about things when we could have just had a happy life not thinking about things, but now we have to think all the time. It was so much nicer when we could have just lived up on an empty mountain with no telescopes. But now we have to live on an empty mountain with telescopes on it, and now it's so hard to live with telescopes.
Agree on a lot of the same things that, more things need to be done for Native Hawaiians.
Not true.
The conclusion that we
everything
come to
needs to
about
be done
TMT
for Native Hawaiians
is completely different.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson was pretty good. I don't know why they don't show Dwayne Johnson. He went up there. He was like, yeah, I like these people. They're like me, I think. I wanna poop in my pants and piss in my ass, and I wanna eat dirt from the sky. I wanna piss in my poop and I wanna throw out and eat my throw out. Ooh. Oh, this is so fun. I love being up here because everyone's like pretending to care about something. It's really good. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that because people kept arguing with me, why aren't you making videos? And I was telling them it's because I'm protecting the Aina from the Pono, and the Pono from the Aina, the Okalaina, Alamoana, Waipahu, Pohainani, and nobody believed me. Well, actually, to be fair, I just had a monitor come in and I had to install it, and it wasn't connecting to the to one of the ports on my graphics, but we fixed it, so now we can make videos again that are really informative, like this one. So thanks for tuning in, and I'm so sorry that I was away for a while, but I'm back, and I'm going to continue educating you about things that you don't need to be. We all need education, and I'm here to educate.